Hello friends, today we will study the chapter 3, which is the user defined methods of class 10th ICSE board. This is chapter 3 because lesson 1 and 2 are of class 9th revision, which we have already done in previous class. So directly starts from lesson 3. Actually this chapter is considered one of the most important chapter. Arrays and user defined methods, these two are only the means the major important chapter for class 10th boards ICSE, because at least 15 mark question will definitely come from this part, along with objectives question also, and many question answers that type also, means 2 marks one also. So it is one of the most important chapters, and it is one of the easiest also. So in this chapter we will study about the user defined methods, means the methods which is usually defined by the users. So what is method? Like, our teacher give us the instruction how to study for exams. Similarly, we also give the instruction to computer to perform any particular task. So the method is the set of instruction that do a specific task. Now methods are of two types: system defined and user defined. System defined, it is already defined to the Java application, and user defined, which we will derive. Now why is method used? Before in 9th class we were just making the program lengthy without using any different method, only the system.out.println, means that public static void main and nothing else, and these were only we were using. But now we will study about the different methods, and then we will make their call in the main method. Why it is so? Because it make the program easy to manage and find the errors easily, okay, and it increases the readability of the code. Now this is type of, there are three types of user defined methods: first, second and third. In first, there is neither argument nor return. In second, no return but argument, and in third, return and argument both are there. So see, like in first we can take example, no return means only void, no argument is there in the brackets. In second, no return, void, but argument are there, so in brackets we are having any argument, we can take double a double b, that's according to the question which we will give. Now in third, return is also there, argument is also there. So like in this boolean display int a int b, so it will display the answer in boolean values, means true or false. Similarly in this case also it will display the answer in float. So just remember one thing, that anywhere we are just using in these two, system.out.println, to print the result, but in this one we are using return. We will study that later on. This is an example of null type of method, means no return no argument one, you may see. Now let's move to the method signature or method prototype. In this we are just writing the method like this: void display int a int b. It's just a name of method, nothing else, okay. Now there is one question that write a prototype of a method check which returns two arguments of float. It returns two argument of floats, one of string, and returns a boolean value, okay. So float, two arguments, we have taken any name we can take, not only a b and c, whether of our choice, a float and string, and return is boolean value, so boolean we have written like this. And in exam we will get question like this format: first we'll get the name of the instance variable, then member methods, and then we have to call these two methods in the main method. Here's the best example like this: first instance variable we have called int roll marks, then this and this. Now in void get data, it is our first member method, that is to give value to instance variable. Now we have displayed the instance variable. Instance variable basically are the non-static variables which are declared outside any object, okay, but inside the class. So first we have made the class and declared the instance variable. Then we have first method void get data, means it is which one? User defined first type, okay. So void get data, so we have to just initialize, we have initialized the values. Now to display this, how to display? System.out.println, I already told you that in void get data means user defined type 1 and type 2 we have to use system.out.println, but in third type we have to use return, that we will study later on. So like this we have just displayed it, and there was actually one this, that we have to display the result of the student according to the marks, okay. So system.out.println fail and pass, there is a conditional statement, and then we have just created public static void main method we have called. Then we have created the object. Student means the class name, student, as object name, new student means new, as is the new object of the student class. Now s dot get data, s dot display, it's the name of the methods, nothing else. And then we have just closed the brackets. There are many questions, you must practice by yourself, and if you want the notes of this chapter you must contact me. So these all questions are related to each other. And in boards you will get the question in this type also. Let me just show you one question which recently came in 2025 boards. This one. Now see in this one what they have given. First 3 member variables or instance variable, then 2 member methods. First of all we will just make the class, declare the instance variable or the member variables, whatever you call them, that's, or data variable, same thing only. Then to accept prompts the user to input wherever input is coming we have to use the scanner class, this and this by scanner class. This is already given question, so we have just inputted that like this in first method, that is void dot accept. Now in second they're telling to calculate the bill on the storage stage, like if it is first 15 GB price will be 15 per GB, for next 15 13. So just this concept we have already studied in class 9th. If space is less than or equal to 15, bill will be 15 into space. Else if space is less than equal to 30, then bill will be, see 15 into 15 it is came from this one, because here the maximum limit was 15, so 15 into 15 plus here we have already used 15, so how many are left for this? Only 15, so space minus 15 into 13. Similarly we will do for others also, and then we will print those like this. Same concept, nothing new, which we have done in class 9th. Now there is one more important thing, that is type 2 no return an argument. In this we are like this. First of all we have declared the instance variable, then the class, then the method, and then we are taking 2 parameters. These are formal parameters, which are formal parameters of formal arguments. These are the one which are declared in the method definition or method body, okay. And then we have to give the values, it is in the actual argument, and these are declared in the method call. So if there is a question like what is the difference between actual argument and formal argument, we can write that the arguments which are present in the method definition are called formal arguments. On the other hand, the arguments present in the method call are called the actual arguments, like in this program. And we can just give the hint of the programs like this. Like in this we can say x and y are the formal arguments, and like here x1 and y1 are actual arguments. Now in this similarly same program only, nothing else, but just we haven't put x and y, and to instance variable a and b we are initializing the value of x and y, and the values of x and y we will directly give in the main method. Like we can directly give by our choice, like I have just given t dot sum. What is the method name? Sum, and what I have made the object t dot sum, and we will just write how many parameters are needed here, 2. So we will write 2 here. But if we want these parameters to be initialized by the user, so what we can do, we will declare another 2 variables, then scanner class, we will ask him to enter 2 numbers, he will enter, and then we will do like this, t dot sum x1 y1, nothing else. Very easy concept. Yes, so there are many questions, you must practice according to them, and this is one of the most important and the latest question. Actually it is of ICSE 2025, and I request you do not just practice roughly. If you are practicing this chapter, just practice the question which are like this, which comes in this format, because in exam this type of question only will come, and this much program was only of 15 marks in ICSE 2025 question paper. Now let's study about user defined method third type. In this what we are doing, we are taking int add. Now you are able to see the changes. In previous one, type first and second, there was no return type. but here we are having the return type. So in previous we were just declaring the values in system.out.println, but here we will declare the values in return like this. We have to just show the addition of these two numbers. So first we will take the parameters like this and return, or we can do it like this also, like a is equal to, we can declare a here somewhere like this, int a, I'm only taking here, int a is equal to x plus y, and then we can write return a, or we can directly, why to declare this, we can directly write like this. So just directly like that, that's your choice, which makes you feel comfortable. And then we have made the main method, and now see there is little change in this. First we will declare the object. This you already know very nicely, as you have already studied this in your class 9th. Now what we will do, int result, we have to declare one variable. Int result is equal to t is the name of my object and add is the name of the method. So t dot add 5,6, I have just given the values, and you know how to give the values by using scanner class, I just told you. And then system.out.println, here we are using system.out.println, result is equal to plus result. So this result will give the value of this one, this result will give t dot add 5 plus 6, and in this will go in the add method. In add, what it is giving, return a or x plus y, which is 5,6. So it will add 5,6, means 5 is the value of x and the 6 is the value of y, which will give us the answer as 11. So I don't think so that there will be any mistake in such concept. Similarly, now see, this is one example in which all the method, means all the user defined method types are included. This is first type, second type, and then third type. Let's see this program. It is one of the most important, we can say. First of all, class name test, okay, then member method display this and this. So display, there is no instance variable, so we will not display any instance variable. System.out.println, they have said us to display the welcome on the screen, so we have displayed. Now in second, they are saying us that to take 2 arguments and to calculate and display the sum of those. So we are taking 2 arguments. Just now directly we can do, or you can do similarly, just I told you here like this, like you can do it like this, int a is equal to, sorry, not here, int a is equal to, sorry, a I have already taken, we can take it x, int x is equal to a plus b, comma, and here sum is equal to, we can instead of this we can directly write x here, or actually I consider this method much better, but this is a little complex than this one, so it depends on you which one you consider it easy. Now last one is double root int a, so it is of method third type, yes, and here a double, so the answer which will come, it will come in double, and we have to take the value parameter in int. So see, double value int a. Now here we will not use the system.out.println, most of the student directly will use this, that's why only I have written the statement here, so that you may not do this mistake. Wherever there is user defined third type, never write system.out.println directly in the method, that will use that, this will use directly in the main method. So now here only the thing which you will use is the return. So now return math.sqrt a, because we have to calculate the root here. Now then man method, and then similarly which we are doing, and see, test t dot display t dot sum, here we have just enter the 2 values for this case also and this also. So in this t dot sum x comma y double sqrt is equal to t dot root x, which just recently I explained you this concept. And now let's talk about the pure method and impure method. So if the method modifies the global variable, that are the instance variable, so that is the side effect of the method. So the pure method are not having any side effect, but the impure are having side effects. See, the function, this function takes an argument x, this one taking an argument x, and modifies the global variable, that is a counter. We have declared the counter as a global variable. By adding x to it, it also returns a new value of counter, because it is modified to it is modifying the global variable, so it has the side effect, so it is termed as impure method. But in this one program, if we see the above method, this one method has no side effect. It do not have anything to do with the global variable count and is not change. Yes, it is giving something else result. So it is a pure method, very easy concept. Now, the last topic of this chapter is static and non-static methods, or static variables or static methods. Now see what are static methods. This is an example. First of all, consider this example. This is the student class, instance variable, member methods, and each object will have the same, but the class and role, the class of the student will be same for all because it's of class 10th. Roll number, names and marks must be different, but the class will be same. Yes. So the class is declared using the state. So the class here is a static variable and it is declared using the static keyword. Just have this example: int class student, static class 10th, static. Now this is the thing that will not change in any of the object which we will create downwards. These values, roll number, string name and the marks can change, but as we have declared this variable as static, so this value will not change and it will print as it is. So scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.n system.out.println. Okay, so here we just enter the name, class, roll number, and class we will not enter because class variable is selected, and if we are just entering it, nothing will happen to this. Suppose by mistakenly any child has entered class also here, so what will happen? Value will of this will print or this will print, obviously, because it is declared using the static keyword. And just make one point that static keyword, this keyword, these two keywords are the most common which are coming in class 10th ICSE board exams. Means from static and this, any two keywords will definitely come. That is done. Okay, now system.out.println we have just declared and we have printed the marks. And now see, we have created two students, s1 get data as dot display, s2 get data s2 dot, oh sorry, this will be display. So it will be display here. By mistakenly it is written get data. Now you can see that if we print this, the roll number and the marks and the name must be different, but the class of both the objects will be same. Now just listen this concept very clearly. The value of the static variables is shared among the object. If any updation in the static variable done by the object method, then that updation is reflected to all the objects of the class. Okay, so that will affect the whole program and will considered as the impure method. Yes, so this chapter is completed here, and I hope that you will practice the questions as I am showing you. I am just giving you 2-3 questions. You must practice those. Like, wait, this one I already told you must practice, because in this all those 3 are coming. I think one topic is missed, that is a member, that what is known as, that we will do afterwards. Just I'm just giving you few questions to do. This I have already explained you in the class, so you must do this one. You just take screenshot and just solve this question, and if you want the solution, it is of class 9th. I am giving you to just revise up your concept. First of all, you should do this. Then secondly, you have to do this one, which have came in ICSE 2025, and it is one of the most common questions. Means this type of questions are usually coming in boards exam. You must practice these types of question also. And this one I have just discussed with you. And now this one question just discussed. This one is one of the important question. This one and this one. So just practice this. And if you want the solution of these all, you may DM me. I will share with you. So thank you. Bye.